Pleading for mercy really can work uh, when we're caught in a situation that is unexpected or where we recognize that what we did wasn't right, but we didn't do it. We kind of innocently did it. Pleading for mercy can get us out of a difficult situation. The first year that Edith and I were married, we went to on a trip, and we were in California, and we were in San Francisco, and we had seen some of the sights in the city of San Francisco, and then we were going to head out of the city and go north from San Francisco, and we wanted to go across the Golden Gate Bridge. Well, it was before the day of GPS and all that kind of stuff, and so I had maps, but I had an atlas, but I didn't. It was hard to follow, and so matching the atlas map with the road signs, I got lost. So now it's afternoon, and I'm lost in the city of San Francisco. So I stopped for directions. I stopped at a gas station and I asked the man there, how do I get to the Golden Gate Bridge? I want to head north out of the city on the Golden Gate Bridge. How do I get there? He said, well, you go down this street, a certain number of traffic lights, let's say 5 traffic lights, and at the fifth traffic light, turn left. And then you go another number of traffic lights and then you turn right, and that street will take you out to the Golden Gate Bridge. Like, okay. So we headed down the street. We're counting traffic lights. I'm not looking at road signs. I'm not looking at anything. I'm just counting traffic lights. I got one, two, three, four, five, a fifth traffic light. Here it is. I need to turn left here. So I turned left. When I turned left, a policeman stepped off of the curb and motioned me over. So I pulled over and he said, what are you doing? I said, I don't know. What did I do wrong? I had no clue what I had done wrong. And he said, there's a sign right there that says no left turn between 3 o'clock and 6 o'clock in the afternoon. And you turned left. And then another car came, another one. He said, now look what you did. Now you got other people turning left. I said, listen, I didn't know that. I got lost. I asked for directions. The man at the gas station told me to go 5 traffic lights and then turn left. I was just following his directions. I wasn't reading the signs. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that. And he was like, well, the signs are right there. Like, you can read the signs. And so he wrote me a traffic ticket with a fine. So I said, well, how do I pay this fine? And of course, this was before the days, not only before the days of GPS, it was before the days of anything online. So I couldn't go online and pay it online. Hadn't even heard of any. I mean, online stuff didn't exist. And so I said, how do I pay this fine? Well, he said, you have to come to the courthouse and pay it. And I said, well, uh, can I mail it in? No, he said, you can't mail it in. You have to come to the courthouse and show up there and pay it at the courthouse. I said, well, can I pay you? He said, no, you can't pay me. You have to come to the courthouse. I said, well, where's the courthouse? Well, he said, it's closed now for the day. So you have to come back tomorrow morning, go to the courthouse, and pay your fine. I said, oh, please don't make me do that. Like, I got lost now. I'm headed out of the city now. And if I come back into the city tomorrow morning to pay the fine, I'm going to get lost again. I'm going to do the same thing all over, and we'll be caught in a vicious cycle here that'll never end. Like, I'll come in to pay fines, I'll get arrested for something else, and it'll never end. Like, please, there has to be some way. I'll pay the fine. I don't have any objections to paying the fine, but I please don't make me come back to the courthouse. There must be somebody who can do it for me, or I can mail it to somebody, or surely there's a way. He said, no, you have to go to the courthouse and pay it. Well, we talked, and finally he said, um, I think he realized that it was true, that if I came back, I was going to get lost again. So he said, how long are you going to be in California? I said, probably another 3 days. And he said, are you coming back to California anytime in the next 3 years? I said, no, I'm not. I'm not planning to. And after this, no, I don't think I'll be back. Well, he said, let me give you a little piece of advice. He said, if you don't pay this traffic ticket, in 2 weeks, there will be a warrant out for you. And if you are stopped for any other traffic violations, then this one will show up and you'll have to pay this one. But it stays on our records for 3 years. After 3 years, it goes away. So if you're going to be out of the state of California before 2 weeks are up and you're not coming back in the next 3 years, what I suggest you do is take this traffic ticket to your hotel, put it in the trash, and just forget about it. So I said, okay, thank you very much. So that's what I did. And begging for mercy. And I think if he could have changed the ticket, but he had already written it, I think he would have. I think he had mercy on me, but because the ticket was already written, there wasn't anything he could do. And in the end, it all worked out. And I didn't have to go back into the city and get lost again.